Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten. I have your love and emotional dynamic reading all laid out for you for the month of June 2017. We start off the reading with the Queen of Wands. With the left column, we've got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Temperance card, with clarifying Lenormand card, the Mountain. So there's a few scenarios here. I hope you guys will bear with me as I go through them. So I feel like some of you Aquariuses, you're being prepped. You're prepping for something. You're being prepped by others to take some sort of risk, to step out of your comfort zone, and to live your life independently or do something that is kind of adventurous. Again, this is something I feel a lot of you are being prepped to do by others. So I feel like others are influencing you, possibly friends, family members, or your significant other, person that you're dealing with, which could be a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and because I see Sagittarius here in the Temperance card as well as represented by the Queen of Wands. Or someone who just is exciting, they like a lot of adventure, and they're wanting you to break out of your comfort zone. For some of you, this could mean adding more spice into the relationship, into the bedroom, in some way, shape, or form. And for some of you, that could be, big extremes. And for some of, because I see that you're going to be holding back this Queen of Wands energy, which she's a go-getter. She takes risks. She goes for it. She makes things happen. She can manifest. And she's confident, attractive. So you're holding back. She's also very sexy. I feel like sexuality is playing a big part in this reading. So Aquarius, you could be holding back yourself from participating in some sort of sexual adventure or fantasy, or stepping out from your comfort zone of isolation back into the dating world. Some of you are blocking yourself from being independent like this Queen of Wands and breaking free from a solid foundation, financial security, or home situation that is actually become a prison for you, a trapping for you, because you want to hold on to it, but there's some sort of, this situation actually that you're in with a person or to these material things is actually inhibiting you from being your true authentic self, from being all that you can be. And there may be some blockage to your stepping out of this trap, this box that you're in, and into a new element for yourself, a new lifestyle, a new way of living. And this is greatly because you're trying to hold on to your old lifestyle. But at the same time, this old lifestyle is preventing you from being all that you can be or living your true self. And for some reason, I'm hearing abusive. Like some of you might be in an abusive relationship, but because it provides you with some security, you're staying in it. You're holding yourself back from stepping out. You can step out. Others are trying to help you see that. This is the energy that you're bringing into the month, and that's like 3 or 4 different scenarios I just called out there. And then for singles, I feel like you may have been prepping yourself, envisioning what you want in a love relationship. So you're doing a lot of prep work on yourself. You've taken some time and some space to work on yourself, to heal yourself with this Temperance card. But with the mountain still in this section, I feel like there's something really big that, as the Queen of Wands, she does things and she can make things happen. I feel like you might have stubbornly resisted others helping you heal yourself. This is prep work you've been doing on you. You really haven't been, you've been blocking yourself stubbornly from the advice and counsel of others. So with this Queen of Wands, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh yeah, we're on the single scenario. Sorry about that, guys. I have a short attention span. Okay, so I feel like you still have this big block. There's still something that in your past, something that made you feel hurt or vulnerable in your past that you still need to deal with, and you haven't been able to do it on your own. You're going to have to actually let others help you heal this situation. And until you can get this situation fully healed, I feel like it's going to be inhibiting your dating life going forward. But, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and you may feel ready now. You're going to find that there's still something you need to heal. You're not done yet. And it may require the help of others to get to it. Okay? Some of you, I feel like the story is that, and I may have already said it, you might be in an abusive relationship or in a relationship just for the security, but others want you to break free. You're holding yourself back. And then I'm looking at this Temperance card, this angel that's pouring liquid in from cup to cup. And at the same time, I'm looking at the mountain in the Temperance card with the pathway that's being drawn through it, and also looking at the mountain from Lenormand. And that also has a pathway going through it. And I feel like the water erodes mountains, so there's a lot of constant demand upon you to go forward into this risk that you're blocking yourself from taking in any of those scenarios. You are blocking yourself from taking this risk because you're trying to guard or protect, you're jealously guarding or protecting either the person that you're with, you don't want to lose them, or what they can provide you materially, house and home and finance. There's a lot of pressure coming from this person or from persons influencing you, and they are influencing you. You're very stubborn, but they're carving their way through your stubbornness, and now I see you taking, they're easing you, they've been easing you gently into this water, into this new way of being. You're being eased into this new way of being in your love life. Either a new phase in your love life, a new person who comes through, or a new independence. So I hope I made that clear. Now going forward, in the center column we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, and we have the Moon card and the Key card from Lenormand to clarify. Now the Moon and the Key as a combination are telling me there's some significant success that can be had here. But with this Mountain card from Lenormand in the past, you're blocking this significant success. through fear and uncertainty of loss. You feel like there's some sort of loss that could take place if you go forward, or you might get hurt. So with the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups, I feel like you're just overwhelmed mentally by the pressure that's being put on you. Like I said, you give in to it. You allow yourself to accept a proposal. And this could even be for some a wedding proposal. Or to accept a new phase into the relationship sexually. Even the addition of other partners. It could be pretty extreme. To bring in the sexual fantasies into the relationship. And then for some of you, you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed. You want to meet someone new. You've been envisioning and praying for it for quite some time. Queen of Wands, she manifests. The Four of Wands, Four Swords. This guy he's meditating on what he wants. For me, this is a visualization card. So, you're ready to bring something new forward. And I feel like you are. A new potential, new someone is coming forward for some of you singles. And you've envisioned the most significant and successful outcome for yourself. This new potential arrives, but I don't feel like you think it's that significant outcome that you've been wanting. Because there's this interest here in this offer that the Four of Cups is receiving. This man who is under a tree, and there's a cup being offered to him, and he's looking at the Three of Cups a little bit further away from him. He's not satisfied with what's being offered to him. He's looking towards something else or back at something else. So this gets a little bit more complicated here, because I feel like you could be feeling in one of these scenarios that why am I not enough? Why am I not enough? Why does this person have to introduce something to our relationship? I'm comfortable with the way it is now. I'm not comfortable with this new thing. With this Four of Cups, he's not comfortable with this Ace of Wands here. And so you may be questioning your attractiveness to your partner. And that's why you may be fearful to introduce something new like this. Maybe you might be fearful that it won't be enough to satiate this person, or that you could lose this person to someone else. For some of you who are thinking about, who are being pressured to leave a relationship that might be for some abusive, you're envisioning, you're taking some time, maybe you're taking a trip into the mountains or something, a retreat, and you're just thinking about, okay, all of what everybody has to say, everybody's input, and you're trying to envision what would it be like to be on my own. And it's for you, it's not a pretty picture. You might be seeing the worst case scenario and not the blessing that this could actually open up for you. And then for some, I see a scenario where you know, if you're single, maybe you haven't been out in a while, you haven't been leaving home, or getting out, or like I said, you've been working on yourself, and so you haven't been dating, but now you're ready to gently get back out there. Or your friends may be wanting to help you. They may have some want to introduce you to someone that they think that you will like and that will like you. And you're considering it, although you really don't like other people to intervene in your business, but you're going to give it a chance. You know, I feel like you yourself, Aquarius, are kind of using manipulative tactics to get people off your back. You're kind of agreeing a little bit to what it is they want you to do. You're taking some time to consider it, or you're agreeing to try it. Okay, just to kind of get people off your back, because they're eroding you with all this emotional demand to do something that they want you to do, that they feel is best for you, but you're kind of stubborn about it. You're not really listening to them, but they're not giving up. So you know, and that's wearing you down, mentally exhausting you. So if I see you giving into it a little bit, just to kind of get them off your back. So I hope I called out all those scenarios. Let's move into the far future, into, you know, the latter end of the month, possibly, or wherever this is all taking us. We've got the Seven of Pentacles at the right column, with the Justice card, the Eight of Swords, and the Sun from Lenormand. So, so there's this, you know, the Justice card is like, can be an agreement. So there's this agreement, you know, you decided to go ahead and take this offer to do whatever was asked of you, to give in to the passionate, emphatic demands of others with this Ace of Wands, and you've agreed to it, you're uncomfortable with it. But you're going to take a wait-and-see attitude with this Seven of Pentacles here. This guy is waiting for the rest of this fruit to get ripe so he can harvest it. So you're taking a wait-and-see attitude, okay, with the manipulative tactic that, okay, if I give in and patiently wait this out, maybe eventually, with this Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Temperance card, maybe eventually this person or persons will come around and see what's important to me, or see that what's important to me is valuable, or see me as valuable and enough. And maybe this is something I need to do, you need to do. You could be thinking this, Aquarius, to somehow mold this situation into your favor. Like if you give in now a little bit, you're hoping that somehow either they'll come out of this phase, they'll value you, they'll appreciate you, you'll get it out of your system, and then you can back off and leave them alone, like with this Four of Cups. Leave them to what's comfortable for them. Or with the friends introducing you to someone, or you dating someone new, you're taking a wait-and-see attitude. But you're very pessimistic about it. You're agreeing to go forward with the Justice card. But with the Eight of Swords, you're very pessimistic about it. You got kind of a bad attitude here. And I feel like the Sun card next to the Eight of Swords is saying, this is actually a blessing in disguise. The situation, this new potential that you're not comfortable with, however it plays out for you. There's a blessing in disguise here. There's an opportunity to, through taking this risk, putting yourself out there, taking this chance to cut away your own self-limitations, to bring out this Queen of Wands energy completely, into the light again. It'll give you an opportunity to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable, where your true boundaries should lie, because you're aware now through experience what works for you and what doesn't. But you got to give yourself that chance to glean this lesson, which is what the Eight of Swords is trying to tell you. That Seven of Pentacles, and you've made an investment already in yourself. You made an investment already in your relationship that you have. And so unless you take a chance, unless you step out of your restrictions, your own boundaries, how is it going to pay off? How are you going to get the rewards from your labor? So you've taken hold of this wand reluctantly. You've accepted this proposal to maybe marry someone, to go into the next level with someone, to go into a new phase in the relationship, to add some spice to the relationship, to meet someone new, to start dating again. But you're not comfortable. You're waiting to see how it will turn out with the Seven of Pentacles. You're still guarded with this Eight of Swords. And super pessimistic. You're troubled by your decision. You feel troubled, bound, and trapped by your decision to go along with this. Maybe you're not ready. You could be asking yourself, maybe I'm not ready. Or I could lose everything if I do this. That's really significant and important to me. But this Eight of Swords next to it with the Sun card, the Eight of Swords is in the position of your device, and the Sun, in addition to it, clarifying it, is saying, you need to expand yourself, Aquarius. Take a risk, go for it. Give it a chance. Change your attitude. Be more positive about it. This is an opportunity for you to know yourself better, to get to know your boundaries better, to get to know what works for you, to move closer to your ideal way of being, to your truth. I know that sounds kind of frou-frou, but that's the lesson here that can be gleaned for you, to get back to this Queen of Wands energy that you want to express, but you haven't been expressing. And how are you going to know unless you try? So you got to gather your strength and be courageous and take a chance and do it in an optimistic way. Overcome your fears so you can realize your full potential. Now, just to backtrack, if some of you are still planning from last month, this wedding announcement, engagement party, or some sort of big event, it looks like it's happening, but there's some sort of dissatisfaction. Maybe I think you were budgeting the money. I feel like you go way over budget. And you're really worried about how this thing is going to turn out. It's a very important event. But once again, I have to tell you, the outcome is very, very good. Don't worry about this thing's going to be the talk of the town. Everybody's going to show up, and it's going to get a lot of positive attention. It's going to be well worth the money that you spent. And for some of you, you may be having second thoughts about marrying someone, but you've already gone through, sent out the invitations, literally this may be like going up to the altar and not sure you're making the right move, the right decision to make this official. But it's all in your head. There's really got a lot of great promise here for this relationship. So I feel like you can move ahead with it. It's going to work out in your favor. It's going to be a really good relationship. So temper those fears. Don't let it get the best of you. Now, as an outcome, we have this Page of Wands with the Garden card, and I pulled out two clarifiers. We got the Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles to clarify the outcome. And the Page of Wands talks about a positive outcome, a positive new beginning in your relationship. A spark and enthusiasm that's introduced into an old relationship, or someone new sparks your interest, even though maybe you didn't think that this date that your friends set you up on, or your family set you up on, or this person that you didn't think had all the qualities you were looking for, they might surprise you. Because I see there's an attraction and good communication. And this person paying some attention to you guys making plans to see each other, or to see each other again. So that's a nice outcome. As an outcome, it's saying, this decision that you end up making works out in your favor. Again, if you take from it the blessing in disguise lesson that's there for you, it broadens your horizons and it opens you up to new things and a new understanding about yourself. And it just talks about, letting the influence of others. It's good that you considered it, because it's going to have a positive influence on you. Now, just to finish up the reading, we'll look at the Lenormand combinations again. With this mountain, there's some sort of, like I said, there's a blockage in your love life. Next to the moon, you have some conflicting emotions about a new beginning that's going to be presented to you or proposed to you. Could be acting out a fantasy, or you visualizing for a love partner. Someone may be offering you love, but you still have past issues that need to be healed. The moon is saying, take it easy, take a break, consider what's important to you. Maybe you need to get some guidance, some counsel, or some help, some therapy. Allow others to influence this, to help you, to influence you, because they want to help you in a positive way. Some of you may even be seeing a psychic to help you make your decision. The moon plus the key as a combination is saying, it's about being self-confident and being comfortable with the situation. And if you can be confident and get comfortable, it's going to bring great success into your love life. So definitely get that healing that's needed, those issues that are blocking you, preventing you from being your full self. The sun in the garden, as a combination, says that, like I said before, this party, this event, this wedding, this ceremony, whatever you're planning to do or to introduce into the relationship, this new beginning, it's actually going to end up going very well. It's got a positive outcome with the sun in the garden. All goes well. It's an enjoyable time, and it has a positive outcome. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you followed all of the scenarios. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, my information will be in the description box below. And also, I'm a hypnotherapist. That's Soul Light Hypnotherapy. If any of you are wanting some help dealing with some issues that are blocking your love life, contact me and I can discuss with you my rates and how I would go about helping with that. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you guys mid-month. Bye.